This is Natural Powerlifting Radio. Deadlifts, chicken nuggets, video games. This is Check My Total, a powerlifting podcast with Timothy Payne and Andrew Hinson.
Welcome everybody to another episode. In this episode, we're going to hop on the train because I don't know if you're into the world of gaming, but this past month has been crazy with like PlayStation 5 rumors and everything else. But before we look to the future, we're going to look to the past and talk about our favorite video games from 2019.
Oh yeah, there was quite a few good ones. Couple controversial ones, and a lot that I didn't play.
Yeah, I was going through a list earlier today. I was like, I don't know what half of these things are. And a lot of it was like mobile games too. The list I was looking at.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I don't do mobile games. I hate mobile games.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was preparing myself to talk about Spider-Man, and I was like, oh crap, Spider-Man came out in 2018. So, but I got two games in mind that were my favorites from last year. Which that's weird to say too. That word, talking in 2020 right now.
Yeah, it's true. What you got?
All right. So my first one is a remaster, and it is Crash Team Racing, but I think it's called Crash. Wow, it's my favorite game. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is what the remaster is called. So the reason it's my favorite is because, one, I'm cashing in on that nostalgia. I used to play the original game when I was little. I think the original game came out in like 2000 or something like that. So, this is a 20-year-old game they remastered.
Wow.
Personally, it's my favorite kart racer, which might have to do because I grew up playing it. But I've also played like the new Mario Kart on Switch and all that, and I still love Crash way better than I do Mario Kart.
Man.
But the cool thing with the remaster was the basic game was only $40 when it released new, and they've been doing updates to it like every single month. So every single month they have a Grand Prix. So you get a brand new track, and then with the track you get 3 new characters, and then like 2 cars and all kinds of wheels and graphics and paint jobs and all that kind of mess. And it's all free. You just have to play the game and unlock it. Wow. So since the game's been released, they've released like 20 or more characters all for free. So there's no DLC or anything like that. You can buy coins, but it's just to, unlock cosmetics. It doesn't help you win the game or anything like that. But yeah, okay. Crash Teams Racing's my first one.
I played one of them. I can't remember what it was. It was on the PS2 or something.
Probably like not Twin Sanity, but Nitro Kart, I think was the PlayStation 2 one.
Maybe because I grew up on the Mario Kart, but every time I played Crash, I just felt like I was playing ghetto Mario Kart.
Well, you need to come over, or I need to bring. Well, it's a digital download. I need to download it on your thing next time I'm at your house so we can play it.
What came out first, Mario Kart or Crash?
I want to say Mario Kart. Didn't Mario Kart come out in like the 90s?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mario Kart was first.
Man, I love the Mario Karts, even though I don't own one right now.
Yeah, you need to. Which you can get Crash on your Switch. It's on the Switch.
Oh, cool. Maybe I need to get that.
Yeah, I would. I think Becca would play it if she likes that kind of stuff.
Hey,
Ashley plays it all the time. It's Ashley's favorite game.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Hey, did you log in or know that you could log into PlayStation's 2019 wrap-up thing? And it'll tell you all these your top games that you've spent time on and all this other stuff.
So where do you do that at?
I don't know, just Google like PlayStation 2019 wrap up.
Oh, so it's not all on your PlayStation, it's on the computer?
Yeah.
Okay. Or I guess you can do it on your phone.
Yeah, I got So this is surprising, but I forgot that I did this. My top number one game of 2019 was Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix.
It seems like it took you forever to beat that.
Dude, I actually started that in let's see. I started that in 2018 actually. And it says I've spent 108 hours in 2019 playing that. So I know it's actually more because I did a lot in the December of 2018. So it's more than that. But man, I played Kingdom Hearts so much.
Well, I know you were trying to cram it before the new one came out.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Plus, they had that I think it was like $100 or $90, and you got every Kingdom Hearts game, including the new one that was $60.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
It was all of them.
But
That might be one of the best deals I've ever had.
And also the portable games too, right? Weren't those with it? Like the PSP games?
Yeah, they were some of them were not the full game, like some of the handheld games, like the one for the DS, 365 Days. That was actually just a movie.
Yeah.
But all the other ones were the actual game. And I played all these leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, which the game is controversial because some people really liked it, some people have mixed feelings, some people didn't like it. The people that didn't like it don't really like it because they waited for like 11, 12 years. And and they said, I'll admit it, if you truly did wait like 12 years to play that game, all right, I'll give it to you. It was probably not a 12-year long wait. It was probably not worth a 12-year gap. But if you're like me, and so I only played Kingdom Hearts 2 back in the day, and that was it. Yeah. And I really liked it, but I really didn't understand what was going on because I was young and I didn't play the first one.
Right.
So I just bum rushed them, and I thoroughly enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3. It was fun playing the whole collection. Just you could see how the game evolved and just how games evolved over time. I still think Kingdom Hearts has an amazing story, even though it takes like a scholar to explain the story. But it's so good. The ending of the third one was amazing. The plot twist I truly did not see, and I'm excited to see what they do next. I wasn't so sure how I felt about them leaving it at a plot twist. I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was it. I thought they were signing off, but then towards the end they had this massive reveal that just changed the game.
So I didn't know they left it open for there to be more to come.
Yeah, there's another one coming. They've had some teasers for it, and it's coming. I don't know when. It better not be 12 more years.
Yeah, but hey, I logged into my 2019 year in review, PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And guess what my top 3 games are?
You probably got UFC, 2K. What would be the other one? Madden?
Yeah, so my top one is NBA 2K19. I spent 147 hours on it.
Oh my goodness.
Number 2 is Madden NFL 19, 122 hours. And then number 3 is NBA 2K18, 102 hours. And I played 29 different games last year.
My number 2 is Apex.
Really?
And I have 80 hours in Apex.
It says my top genre, of course, was sports. I got
Yeah.
7 games, 419 hours in sports.
Hey, we played a lot of UFC though. I got 60 hours in that game.
My total hours of gameplay is 2,134.
2000. What's mine? Let's see. How many hours did you say?
2,134, which
Oh my
equated to
God.
232 days out of the
Wow.
year.
That's crazy. That's way more. Wow, that's a lot more than me. It says you've clocked in 922.
Oh, well, I pretty much just recently got a job where I couldn't set my own hours, so
Yeah.
I could kind of do what I wanted to last year. Your
Clocked
prime
in.
time to play is Tuesday evenings. That's interesting.
Mine's
I guess
Saturday evenings. I can vouch for that, I guess.
I only have 6 gold trophies. Womp womp.
I only got 5. I got 0 platinum.
And I downloaded 11 of the free monthly games.
I think I got 17 of the free. It does say that my top online game was NBA 2K19 with 42 hours.
Let's see. I mean, I got 76, but yeah, that was my top one too.
I hate that game.
Oh, I'm trying to see what else I can see. Hey, where did you see where you saw all your games? Like, and the hours you put in?
Let's see. Does it break it down? Because I only saw the top 3. I wonder if it breaks it down at the
Oh,
bottom. 'Cause at the
okay.
bottom it has all of them. I don't know if I can break it down.
Redeem
No.
your prizes. Uh-oh. Let's click on that.
Hey. True, do I get prizes?
Congratulations. You got the 2019 wrap-up theme and avatar.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
All right, so I talked about my first game. What was your favorite game besides Kingdom Hearts?
Mm, I would say probably from a gameplay perspective, probably Sekiro.
I thought you were going to go with that.
That from a gameplay perspective, that game is so good. It's some of the tightest combat. It's challenging, but so rewarding. Great game. FromSoft, I've always been a huge fan of theirs. Love the Dark Souls series. Love Bloodborne. Um, I'm I'm telling you though, that game, that the final boss in Sekiro, I think I tried for like 2 days straight trying to beat that thing. One of the most rewarding boss fights ever.
And it was real fun just to watch you do it because when Andrew was trying to kill him, we did the PlayStation share screen or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And it was fun just watching you. But you're right, it took you about 3 or 4 days just to beat that dude.
But it's so crazy because I actually have a save like right at the final boss, and I can do the final boss now like really easily. Like it's like muscle.
Really?
Oh yeah, like it that's how those games are. You have this you learn the patterns and it's like I'm on autopilot uh when I play those games after I get good at them. The first time through though it's a struggle. But I would
Well,
say that was probably one of my tops. That game in Kingdom Hearts 3 thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, that's probably it. And then uh there's a couple others, but they weren't 2019 games. They're just older games. But I don't know. In 2019, I really didn't buy that many games
yeah.
overall.
Well, Madden 20 will probably be my number one game of, 2020, but it actually came out in 2019. But that was the second game I was going to talk about, was Madden. Madden's been getting pretty stale lately, kind of like what 2K's getting into. They just release the same thing every year and then find a way to screw something up that like wasn't broken to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, yeah, everybody that plays Madden or has played Madden and has gotten out of it, this year's release is actually really good as far as the gameplay, and I guess mechanics is the same thing as gameplay, but they found a good middle ground. Like, I don't really like my sports games to be too realistic, but at the same time, I don't want to be too arcadey. Well, they found a good middle ground in Madden because this year the new feature was called X Factors. So when you get your football team, you got 3 X Factor players on your offense, then you got 3 X Factor players on your defense. Well, you do certain stuff throughout the game. Like, for example, Amari Cooper, he's a wide receiver. If you throw it to him and he catches like 3 passes for 20 yards or more, you unlock his X Factor, which his X Factor is you can throw it up to him in double coverage and he'll catch it and come down with it. So throughout the game, you're trying to do these like little goals to unlock your player's X Factors to use them, in big moments. So it kind of brings a little arcadey feel to it. But I like that in a video game because it's a video game.
Yeah, true.
And they also released a new online mode called KO Superstar. And it's the same thing pretty much. You go against somebody else, and the 3 superstars I'm talking about, you already start with their X Factor engaged, because what you're doing is you only get 1 drive to get in the end zone. So you drive down, you get 6 points, and then you have to go for 2. So you either end up with 6 points or 8 points, and then it flips to the other person, and they get their 1 drive to go down the field. So if you both tie at either 6 or 8 points, they go into a mode called Tug of War. And Tug of War is you both start on the 50-yard line, and you're trying to get in the end zone. But it goes back and forth after every play. So if I throw the ball and I get 20 yards, and now I'm on, your 30, I guess that would be. So you're starting on your 30, but the very next play, you're on offense. So if you bomb me for 50 yards, well, now we're, close to being back in the middle of the field. And then after every play, the end zones get bigger until eventually somebody scores a touchdown. Anyways,
Wow.
that's one of my favorite modes to play this year. And then, of course, Steven and we're playing Mutt Squads, which is Madden Ultimate Team, where he and I play on the same team together. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Maybe I need to hop on that sports game. I'm telling you, gotta find something to fill the 2K void.
Yeah, and football is just fun, and you're living in the South now, so you might as well learn football.
The problem with I don't know if I'll enjoy the games because I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I might. I'll just need to play one, but it's just like I'm gonna pass the ball, get tackled, reset, pass the ball. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine.
It's the closest thing to war you can get without shooting somebody.
No, it's not. That's rugby.
Same thing, kind of.
Actually, probably not. It's probably the UFC.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know how many people are throwing down hand to hand in combat now.
Well, I don't know how many people are touching each other either in combat.
Now, in UFC, as far as EA Sports goes, I do wish they can get more realistic because, I don't know, like every single fighter has the exact same move sets.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I wish they would be more specialized, like from person to person.
Also, can they fix the ground game?
Yeah.
It's so bad in the sense of you cannot defend well because you don't know what direction. Like online, it just does not seem responsive enough to like block and defend on the ground. Like
And
I get one every
also-
now and then.
And also, people online do a lot of gimmicky stuff. Like they'll get you on
Yes.
the ground and just constantly deny your get up movements or whatever you want to call them. But
Yeah.
it's not even anything you can do against it. Like if you could counter it, it'd be fine. But they just lay there until you try to do a transition and block your transition. Like I don't know, it's no fun.
Yeah. The ground game needs to be reworked. It's not that fun. It's.
Yeah, if
I
you
mean,
still had your PlayStation 3, I'd let you play one of these THQ games. As far as the gameplay goes, they're way better. Like the UFC Undisputed games.
yeah. I've heard they're really good. I'm hoping whenever they come out with UFC 4 that it'll be really really on the money and it'll improve a lot.
I hope they're working on it. I mean, I really haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah.
Oh, another game that came out that I thoroughly enjoyed this year was Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people are
Was that
gonna hate.
2019?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought it was 2020. Well, I guess we're only 16 days into 2020.
yeah. It came out and it made headlines because it was the first Pokemon game on the console, and this is what sparked up everyone's fire. It was the first Pokemon game where you couldn't import some of your old Pokemon from all the generations. So, but Pokemon has this thing where you can store all your Pokemon on an online server for like X amount of money per month from all the games ever. But they came out and was like, we are not going to house all 900 some Pokemon. Pokemon Sword will only have 400 Pokemon. And personally, I'm okay with that. I might get some flack. Maybe I'm not a true person, but I'm sorry. That Charmander I caught when I was 5 years old, I'm 24 now. I don't need him no more. I don't
Well, I'm
need him.
sure out of 2,000 Pokemon or however many there are, like there's probably some duds in there. Like, why would you want?
Oh yeah, there's some serious duds.
I mean, yeah, I
I
guess.
like who they chose. I think it's great, and they just announced expansion packs, and I watched the Nintendo presentation on the two expansion packs.
Yeah.
They look tremendous. They're adding in 200 more Pokemon from past generations. They're adding in all of the old legendary Pokemon, which has never been done, I don't think. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think it's been done before. Um, and they're adding a bunch of new Pokemon. So, you're going to get like 200 some, maybe even 200 plus new Pokemon. Uh, and they look really, really good. And I personally enjoy everything about that game. I think it's one of my favorite Pokemon games I've played. I haven't been in the Pokemon scene for a while. Maybe that's why it makes it better because I really haven't played one since the remakes of Soul Silver, like the Johto region and things like that. So I haven't played in a long time, but I really enjoy it. The Dynamax factor, I wasn't sure because I first saw it and I was like, it's just big Pokemon. But they made it work, man. It's like you can grow your Pokemon the Giants, and like they just battle out. Your moves get cool and
Cool.
powerful. Your controllers start vibrating all over the place.
See, I never played or watched Pokemon, so that's all brand new world to me. Like I played Pokemon Go, but that's about it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that game. That game required too much effort.
Well, we live right behind a post office, so I was like constantly at the Pokestop, so it's not too bad. uh, so to wrap this thing up, do you know of any games in 2020 that you're looking forward to?
Mm, actually, coming up here soon. Uh, actually, tomorrow. I'm not going to buy it because I got class now, but A new Dragon Ball Z game is dropping tomorrow, I believe. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's supposed to
Oh,
be a RPG, a action RPG. I'm a little skeptical. Uh, there's a lot of bad Dragon Ball games out there. There's more bad ones than there's good ones, but the good ones I really like. So I'm excited to see what happens with it. I will not be purchasing day one because I don't want to get bit and disappointed because
right.
there's a lot of bad Dragon Ball games, a lot of bad ones because
'Cause
they make them
that's
about
what I was about to ask if this one would be more story driven, since the last game was more of a fighter.
Yeah, this one will be more story driven. Dragon Ball Fighters is one of the best Dragon Ball games of all time. It transformed how people like. There's not been a competitive Dragon Ball fighter, and that the art style and everything. I mean, that game is great, truly amazing. It's just, uh, there's some other games that there for every good Dragon Ball game, there's probably about five bad ones.
Yeah. So do
But
a bunch of different companies just make games at the same time?
so Bandai basically chooses people, and they they have to release. I think they have to release a Dragon Ball game every year or every 2 years or something.
Okay, to keep the rights.
I think so. And so a lot of years you get some pretty bad ones. Um, we'll see. This is supposed to be more story driven, more RPG element. Um, so we'll see how they do. As far as any other games coming out this year, I don't know. There's some old ones from 2019 I like to buy. I want to play Death Stranding. Uh, I I do want to do that. I hear that's an interesting game.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Marvel's Avengers is my 2020 game that I'm looking forward to.
That's right. Those ugly character models, they're coming
Well,
at you.
well, hey, it was supposed to come out in May, but now the date's been pushed back to September. So, the way they're spinning it is so they can polish everything, make sure everything's right. But yeah, so that's coming out in September.
We'll see. I'll probably keep my eyes out for that. Probably won't be a day one purchase or nothing, but
I'll probably get it. I'm a comic book nerd. And plus, if it ties into the Spider-Man game, I don't know. We'll see.
that's true. That would be cool. What else is coming up this year? Are
I
there
don't even
any
know.
other big titles? I do. So, what's going on with the PS5? Is that a good? Is that we getting that?
Well, the thing Steven just posted to us is that the rumor is that, you know, the backwards compatibility is still true. So PlayStation 1 through 4, you should be able to play all of it on PlayStation 4. And your downloaded games from PlayStation 4 should transfer over, like day one. So if you have anything downloaded, you should be able to download it and play it.
Hmm.
But I'm guessing, if it's supposed to be backwards compatible with PlayStation 1, you can put the disc in there and it should run. But the
I'm
other
very
cool,
curious to see if that's real.
yeah, the other cool thing about that article he shared was it was also saying that any of your PlayStation 4 hardware you can use on the 5. So the old controllers, PlayStation VR.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so if that's true, then, you don't have to go out and drop $60 or however more it's going to be on a second controller or whatever. Which to me makes it sound like they're still going to keep with the USB, style, which I like. Just being able to hook up your hard drive or charge your controller that way or whatever. I think
Yeah,
moving to USBs was a good move.
yeah. We'll see what happens. I debate every time a new console comes out if I want to get back into PC gaming, get back and rebuild my old dusty gaming rig, but I don't know. I might get a PS5 if they do this whole backwards compatibility thing.
I like playing with the boys, and right now we got consoles. So if we're making a change, all of us are going to have to make a change.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's probably not a day one purchase for me, mostly because I'm poor. But
It's
and
not.
plus,
It's not
I
a day
kind of
one for
like
me.
I kind of like to let something sit out there for 2 or 3 months just to see what everybody's feedback is.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
mean,
I don't like buying hardware, uh, stuff like that day one. I get a little nervous.
and also just for PlayStation to work out all their bugs and stuff too.
Yeah, I will not be getting it day one. I mean, unless they just got something crazy. That's like, man, this is a true leap in technology.
Yeah. Uh, I do the same thing with sports video games. I don't buy them until, around Thanksgiving, because usually there's summer releases like 2K and Madden.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm gonna let y'all have 3 or 4 months to get your bugs worked out before I play it.
And my goodness, don't they got the bugs? 2K19, least favorite game. I hate 2K.
But hey,
I hate it
honorable
so
mention
bad.
though, MLB The Show 19.
That's true. That's
Yep,
true. We hopped on that a little late because it was a free game.
but it's super fun.
It
Andrew and I
is.
play it.
That's a good game. Love the show. Love the show. Uh, it looks like every sports game's got its pluses except for 2K. It looks like the basketball scene ain't doing too hot right now. I'm fed up with these terrible servers. I'm fed up with invisible people in the courts. It's one of the most buggy games. I'm so fed up with it.
Well, I'd like it a lot better if you didn't have to grind so hard either.
Oh my good
Like,
give! It's not even a game. Every time
it's a
I
job.
put that game on, it's a job. It's a job, and I gotta pay money. I gotta pay money
Yeah.
just to get decent.
So I could look past the bugs and stuff if I didn't have to dump whatever, how many hours I set into it to get a 93 player overall or whatever.
Yeah, that's what the glitch.
Yeah. 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 That was rough. But
Yeah,
I think it's about time to wrap this podcast up. That's our favorite games of 2019.
that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 was a good year for gaming. If you like 2K19, it was not a good year for gaming. If you're a basketball fan, it was not. It was not a good day. Invisible people, it's just a money ploy. They just want your money. They don't care about you anymore. 2K has become a corporate money-eating machine, taking everything, sucking everyone dry. Every time you give $1 to 2K, they're taking your college tuition away from your kids. They're taking your medicine away from you when you need your medicine to calm yourself at night. They're taking it all away. It's all going away. But 2020 is coming. The new consoles, the Xbox Series X is coming out. But it's no
Ooh.
match for the PlayStation 5 and whatever it's got. Because let's be honest, Microsoft's kind of dropped the ball in the gaming department because they got a washed up Halo and a washed up Gears of War that ain't no one care about, and I don't care about none of that. No, I mean they ain't even got nothing. Sony's coming out. They're skipping E3 this year. They're coming for in the holiday season. They're going to release the PlayStation 5. It's all coming. We're all going to be Sony fanboys from now on, unless you into the PC gaming, like the boy Henry Cavill, the Witcher. Drop a coin for your Witcher people. We're out of here.
We out. What's up, everybody? It's the end of the decade, but it's the beginning of a new powerlifting season. February 8th will be the IBP Western Carolina Powerlifting Open in Morganton, North Carolina. That'll be the first full power meet of the year. But all you ladies listening out there, on March 21st will be the second annual Iron Girl Powerlifting Championships, and that will also be full power. For more meets and what we have scheduled so far, go ahead and check out the website, ironboypowerlifting.com.
Please subscribe and thank you for listening. Be sure to follow @CheckMyTotal on Instagram for all the latest updates.